Oh, Kalimi Dokali.
Oh, I don't have to be that close, Steve.
So, meanwhile, back at
Nice
the
to be
library.
liked.
In accordance with the requirements of the open meeting law, please be advised that this meeting of Pacc is being recorded and will be uploaded to the Nuremberg Access YouTube after the meeting. This meeting is being held in person at the location provided in this notice. Members of the public are welcome to attend this in-person meeting. Please note that while an option for remote attendance and/or participation is being provided as a courtesy to the public, the meeting will not be suspended or terminated if technological problems interrupt the virtual broadcast unless otherwise required by law. Members of the public with a particular interest in any specific item on the agenda, should make plans for in-person versus virtual attendance accordingly. Zoom meeting information is in the notice. The agenda lists all the topics which may be discussed at the meeting and are those reasonably anticipated by the chair. Votes may be taken as a result of these discussions. Not all items listed may in fact be discussed, and other items not listed may also be brought up for discussion to the extent permitted by the open meeting law. So we find the agenda. No, it's interesting. Roll call. Steve, are you here?
Here.
Steve, are you here? Sorry, Faith, are you here?
Here.
Brian, are you
Here.
And we're grateful that our manager, Joe, is here as well. Right, Joe?
Here.
Okay, meanwhile, are there any public comments? Seeing no public. Any committee comments? Hearing none. Any communications? And I do have one, which may be of interest. So this came through Mass Access. And just so we're on board, because you've only been with us very long yet, we're losing income from our franchise fee as people are doing streaming rather than direct cable access. So that's been going down for a while. Mass Access has been working with the legislature down in Boston somewhere. And they're trying to get a bill passed that would put a tax, I don't know how much it is at this point, on streaming companies operating. And then the money from that would go to both the state and the town and to us. And the percentages, I'm sure, will be so I have an email here which I think the easiest is just to read it. I kind of like it in the record. So this is from David Gauthier, who's the chair. Is he the chair or the president? You know,
President.
President of Mass Access. So it says, hi all, thanks for your support and advocacy. And just 2 weeks removed from the hearing, the Joint Committee on Advanced Information Technology, the Internet and Cybersecurity has voted S41, that's the bill in the Senate, out of committee with a favorable recommendation. This is the first time we've got this far. There was some language added and it's not posted yet, but an act to modernize funding for community media programming will now be S2556. The next stop for this bill is the Senate Ways and Means Committee. So there's more, but that's why, if you want that to.
I just said ready, yeah.
Okay. This is actually an enormous step, but we can't tell what happens next. Our reduction in franchise fee has not been as bad as some other packs around that have been significant enough, they've had to reduce their stuff. So,
Now, I would just like to add, for your benefit, that this Mass Access Committee, we're a member of it because by virtue of being a public access station. So there are public access stations all around the state, and they meet occasionally and trade information. And, sometimes they have continuing education types of meetings, right? And also they exchange productions. And so things that we produce, what do you do, Joan? You post it online or something?
Yeah, it's a database called MMX, Mass Access Exchange,
Yeah,
and
and we
it's
can pick up programming too.
Mhm.
Sounds pretty neat.
Yeah. And they're also,
They're
what's the word?
advocates.
Advocates, yeah.
right,
I was thinking lobbyists, but
That
they
too.
lobby for
That's-
legislation that benefits us, as you can see there.
they've actually employed a lobbyist, right?
Good,
So we do have one through Mass Access. Because you've got to have the right access to the right people.
that's right.
At the right time. And so our fees, other monies they collect went to pay for legal assistance, basically. Did you move the camera?
No, it
Does the
moves,
picture just move?
it moves according to sound.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Whoever's talking.
so it just follows the smartest person in the room.
No argument. There is no argument here.
Sorry.
It follows the people who say schedule.
It's got a detector on it.
Yes.
British detective.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's any other communications? Hearing none, you should all have had a copy of the minutes.
Mhm.
This time you were at the meeting, so. If you have comments, corrections, anything.
I did good.
You did good.
Yeah. So we'll,
So I make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
I will second that one.
any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
I,
Unanimous, thank you. Yeah, we did that. Okay. So, studio space update, officially we should have got finished moving by now.
Managers report.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed one. I did, managers report.
Okay, this is in no specific priority order, but I sent in a nomination for a special employee merit award for efficiency for one of the staff members. There's going to be a townwide employee luncheon on August 21st at the senior center, where it's where they'll announce the merit award winners. I'm working on the goals for Pacc per the town manager. They're a work in progress, but basically the basic list, I have to elaborate on it for the town manager. But one is to grow local programs on Channel 9 by 25% this year. That would bring us up to 100 programs. I'd like to do more, but that should be our minimum for the year. Second goal is to reach out to town departments to assist with announcement messages, updates, programs, PSAs, or calls to action. And I'm working on the details of that as well right now. Going to be defining the requirements for an HD channel. I need to get in touch with Castis to find out if We can add a channel or change a current channel to HD or whatever the costs are involved with that. Explore ways to improve, number 4, explore ways to improve productivity of videographers. We're getting a lot of meetings. Right now it's slow, but there's a lot of meetings that are gonna be coming up and we're bare bones right now. So, in an effort to efficiently cover those meetings, I'm trying to come up with some ways that will streamline the process. Today I emailed Mass Access Forum looking for some input on what we could do. I got a response back from the FATV director, who I'm gonna be meeting with. I'll talk about that. So I'm gonna find out what they're doing to streamline. One goal that was added since I started this was the cable contract. We need to set up a committee and take the steps to work out the contract and a timeline for the contract. So that's in progress. We have to
That's,
start discussions.
that's not our responsibility.
Right,
It's actually the responsibility of the select board and via them,
okay,
the manager. What we will do is support or at least have a member or two on the committee,
right,
but the responsibility of doing that is not ours. So,
okay,
but you're exactly right, it needs setting up, it's due. It expires on February 28th, 2028. 11:59 in the evening.
okay. And then there was something else that wasn't really a goal. It's just something that we'd like to start, is to establish an offsite meeting for team building and brainstorming and to work on goals and efficiencies and growth. And we'd like to have the first one in the fall of 2025, which is, we're hoping, Steve and I need to discuss it further, but we're hoping like the end of September. And it would involve the committee members and the videographers, and we can all work together to either strengthen the goals or come up with new goals.
Do you have any ideas of where you would like to do this?
Not yet. Not yet.
My suggestion was a cruise ship.
Hmm.
No,
Norway.
Oh, Norway, I said Norway.
no,
I'm good with that.
Well, I'm just,
Paris.
if you wanted to do something sort of outdoorsy, you would need to do it earlier. Is all I'm
Right.
saying.
It's just there's so much planning involved, and we thought before the weather turns
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
like late September might be good. It might be a little chilly, but
yeah. Okay.
We can do it at my house, depending on the day.
we could do it at my house. We could do it at Steve's house.
Right.
Thank you.
Our boat will still be docked, so.
Real. No,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna keep talking about that and try to get it solidified. I backed up the FY 25 meeting videos files from Castis because we received the new NAS. Thank you, Brian, for your help. That was
No problem.
invaluable. I received a request from Laura Brzezowski. I think that's how you say her name. She's a member of the Municipal Building Design Committee. She wanted to take a tour of the studio, so she came in and I showed her the studio, talked a lot about the inefficiencies of the studio and some of the negative parts about being in the TCP, and some of the positive things, but she was going to bring that information back to the Municipal Planning Design Group. And I asked her to please invite other members so they can see firsthand what our facility is. So,
Is this did you move already?
No,
No, okay, so it's the one that we know of, we've
Yes.
seen, okay.
yes. Yes. I got permission to remove the old files and equipment from the state. So I put them in a room in TCP for the facilities manager to destroy them. Eric is packing up the studio, but we are waiting for the room to be painted and the floors waxed. So they're behind schedule. So,
Does
we-
does it have sufficient power put in and are they going to move the air conditioner?
they're currently putting in the power
Okay.
and they will move the air conditioner.
Joe, does that part have asbestos? And if so, can they put carpeting over the flooring to,
The flooring isn't really the issue. It's only if you go into the walls or the ceiling.
oh, okay, I
The
thought,
floors are okay,
okay.
as long as they're waxed and,
See,
yeah, sealed up.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
We had a videographer resign, Matt Monroe. He was an incredible videographer, so he will be missed.
Did he give any reason for,
He was looking for full-time hours.
yeah,
Yeah, so he got a job doing that
good,
at another public access in Medfield, so, yeah. I'm working on finishing the FY 25 financials, and I will have the FY 26 financials, which is July, emailed within the next coming week or two. I don't have it today. I don't have July numbers today. Got an email from the executive director at FATV. He said he wanted to discuss a potential collaborative. He said he had an idea and there's an event coming up in September he wants to work together on.
Hmm,
So I'm meeting with him at the end of next week.
Good.
Yeah. And I'm starting the videographer interviews this week. I have one young lady who's coming in Friday and I just got another resume today from someone, so I'll be contacting them. As far as your packet is concerned, the top page is FY 25 June.
but incomplete.
But incomplete, it's missing the interest for June. But it does have recently added the Comcast payment for May, which was 44,936.59, which was up a few $100s from the last Comcast fee.
does that mean someone moved to town and?
Yeah. So right now, the end of last fiscal year, FY 25, is showing $1,071,643.76. But that number is gonna change and be carried over to, whatever that number will be carried over to July. I just have the financial reports attached for you to look at. And we usually start out pretty slow anyway, and July is pretty slow. So the program analysis is, we only had three new programs and story time, which wasn't on the list before. I had completely forgot to put it on. I only listed band concerts once. Instead of listing each one individually, I just said all. And on our calendar, it's very, as I said, it's very slow right now, but it's gonna start picking up at the end of the month. So you can take a look there. The new meetings are the tri-board meetings with the school finance and select board together. That's happening the 26th of August. We have an event, I believe it's the 22nd of August, that it's called Touch a Truck. It's a fundraiser, or it's to raise money or gain supplies. I haven't gotten the details for back to school supplies. But we're gonna do a promotional video for that coming up soon. And we're still in the planning for Around Town, formerly Talk of the Town. But because we're moving the studio and the timing, we're not gonna be able to do it in August. We're gonna have to start in September. And that is about it.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Anyone have any further questions? Comments, thoughts? New places to brainstorm?
Well, I just have a question, where you do get turnover sometimes in your videographers, I don't know how often it is, and you have one, you know, you have two potentials. Is it possible to hire both of them?
Well, we have one definite opening. And we have one potential opening.
Mhm.
So I am assuming, yes, I will be able to hire two. I have to double check with HR.
Okay,
The potential one is a little fuzzy as far as can we hire yet or not.
okay.
Anything else? Hearing nothing, I assume the studio space update was included in your report was sufficient.
Well, when do you expect to be able to move into the new studio?
He's working on the electrical and said they were waiting for some parts, and he
Okay.
did not elaborate on that. And we keep checking back with him, and he does not have any new news for us. So I'm assuming at least not for 2 weeks. Because I want the room painted
Yeah,
and the floors done before we move.
That's a fortnight.
Fortnite.
Yeah. I will fit that in too.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Rely on this.
Yes,
Anything else? Hearing none, I've heard nothing about cable advisory, which the town manager was enthusiastic about getting started on it, and it kind of faded away with everything else that was going on in the town at the time. But we typically start at least 2 years before the anniversary date. Do need to get specialized legal advice, and it will become a budget item for FY27. So we should put that in when you're looking. I've forgotten about that.
Right.
Enterprise fund, I mentioned before, we parked $720,000 in the investment fund. This is monies to be used for our new studio. So two years ago, so that would be July of 23, we put 720,000 in. Right now, there's $788,268.13, which means we've made 58,000 doing that, which we're trying to either cover inflation with, or potentially we will end up looking to use at least some of it to help while the streaming bill wends its merry way through the legislature.
yes.
So I was quite pleased with that. So that's what I have for that. Calendar dates for FY26. Now this has the next meeting still at 3 o'clock here, is that right, Steve?
Well, it's whatever you want. You know what? I didn't print that Yes. I don't know what you wanna do.
Does 3
My
o'clock
thought
work for
is-
you?
Mhm.
It does, yeah.
My thought is I can put in for any time you want. Does 3 o'clock work better for everybody?
As long as it works for all the committee members, so.
My thought is I will go for 3 o'clock. If it's not available, I'll go with 6 o'clock.
Okay,
If
What
that's
day is, what day is that? Because
I sent
Labor
that out-
Day is
Yeah, it's the one after Labor Day.
the week after Labor Day?
I sent out the dates and I didn't print the dates.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did send out, right?
I'm
I did not check my
actually,
email this morning, so, and that might,
I did, I thought I
My-
sent them
in my-
out.
in
You wanna
email,
see
uh,
it?
and
Please check.
Gmail, expect putting your stuff in the spam folder, even though I told it it's not spam.
Then it's 6, because I have not booked the library yet.
oh,
I'm gonna be out on September 8th, which is the Monday after Labor Day.
That would be the date, that was probably the Monday after Labor Day.
Well, I can prepare report, well, no, I should be able to prepare reports and send them to you. It's my son's wedding
We
now.
did send out,
that takes forever to
Didn't
send
I
it.
send out dates? Yeah, I
Sort
did.
of.
September 8th. 6 p.m. All the dates were at 6 p.m. And then I was gonna ask, do you want me to go with 3 or 6?
Okay.
That was my big question.
Mhm.
So, 1, do you want me to shoot for 3 on all those dates? Or 6?
My concern is if somebody joins the committee who has a real job.
So I should go for 6, and if 6 is not available, go with a 3.
Sure, does that work for everyone?
For me,
yeah,
What are we
I'm
going to do?
assuming that it'll be available. There's no,
I can get you reports beforehand.
Is that actually the wedding day or could you zoom in?
I will be traveling home that day.
So you could zoom in because you don't have to look where you're going. Is Jamie driving?
Yes,
Okay,
for that one, did you wanna go September 9th?
you're back by Tuesday, right?
yes.
Does 9th kind of work for everyone as an exception?
yeah,
I haven't started school yet, so everything's up in the air.
yeah,
It's gonna be online anyway, so
Yeah.
I imagine it'll be fine.
Well, September the 2nd.
Oh, I'm good Tuesday. Did you wanna go September 9th? For that one meeting
sure.
at
Okay.
6? Then all others? Okay,
At least for now, we obviously have the opportunity to change.
This-
yeah,
What do you
move to
send out?
3 if the building is, I'll be honest with you, if I
Yeah,
do
it's
it now,
always the first.
Yeah.
there won't be a
Monday.
problem. But I'll move anything to 3 if there's an issue,
Okay,
because I'll do that in the next couple of days. September 9th works for you, ma'am? Good, put this in now, yes, you know how that works.
You know that's Faith's phone, right?
Tuesday, it says it says the 9th at 6 p.m. already. All right, there we go.
Good job.
Does it?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Because I went to September 9th and then I said, let's add a date.
Oh,
And then I
okay.
put
Did
P,
you add a date?
and the P said, oh, is it a PAC meeting? I said, yes.
Oh, yours is easier
Okay.
than mine.
Do you have an Apple?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with an iPhone. Is that Apple?
Yeah, it's an iPhone. Yours does it too.
Oh. Seems like I have to do more steps, but
Well, you know.
So anything else to be bought before this August body?
No, move to adjourn.
This August.
yeah,
Move to
Second.
adjourn. Second, no discussion, all those in favor
Wait, I gotta do the time.
unanimously.
It's 3:35.
2:35, how about 3:30?
I said 3:35.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.